London is to get its very own TV channel. The Evening Standard has won the bid to run the local station for the capital, offering news, current affairs and entertainment. It's not the first time the capital has had its own dedicated channel, and it's hoped that it will succeed where others have failed. Let's get more from Sonia Jessup, who's in our TV gallery now. Sonia.
Yes, and this could be the kind of setup that the Evening Standard gets in their Kensington newspaper offices, because its new digital TV station will be called London Live. It's expected to broadcast for 18 hours a day, and it's one of 21 local TV stations being set up across the country. But this has potentially the biggest audience, up to 4 million homes.
Read all about it. But soon Londoners may not just be reading, but watching. The Evening Standard is moving into TV.
The paper's won the licence to run a new digital channel, London Live, but there was no one available to speak to us on camera today about what it will look like. They do promise local news from around the capital, arts programming, such as what's happening in the West End, and live debates from City Hall. But will Londoners be watching? You might remember a local TV station that London had before.
The healing powers of soothing music has been...
Channel 1 was on our screens in the mid-90s, but not for long. Its former director of programmes, Nick Pollard, thinks he knows why. Making telly is expensive.
Our problem was not ever generating good content, finding good stories. Our problem was only making the sums add up, and the business plan was clearly flawed. The costs were always far higher than the potential revenue, so it was doomed to disaster.
Local TV's the vision of the former Culture Secretary Jeremy Hunt. £40 million worth of funding will come from the BBC. Media analysts say the Evening Standard will need to convince advertisers to back them, and they'll only do that if they think Londoners are watching.
If they get it right, there's no reason why they shouldn't, it could be really quite compelling. Whether they can make that pay and break through in such a way as to attract TV advertising, they're going to need new advertising here. That's going to have to come from somewhere else, more than likely, and that's from TV players, in particular ITV and Channel 4, who are very strong in London.
The next challenge then, to persuade Londoners picking up their evening paper to tune in.
Now, obviously, in the days of Channel 1, TV was very different. Most people now have lots of channels to choose from, so it shouldn't be so difficult for the Evening Standard to get into people's homes. Of course, on the other hand, they'll face lots more competition from other broadcasters, both for the viewers and for those advertisers.
Thanks very much, Sonia. Next, should London be